Most students wait to feel motivated before they start. Top students don't. They study even when they don't feel like it. And no, they're not robots. They just use a different system. Think about this. You sit down to study, open your book, and suddenly your brain says, "Let's do it later." Or worse, you grab your phone just for a minute. And now it's been 40 minutes. Here's the truth. The problem isn't laziness. It's friction. Your brain hates starting hard things, so it looks for the easiest escape. That's why top students don't rely on motivation. They remove friction instead. Here's what they do differently. First, they don't try to study for hours. They start small, really small, like 3 minutes. Sounds stupid, right? But it works, because starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, your brain relaxes, and suddenly, continuing feels easier. Second, they make it easy to begin. Book already open, notes ready, no thinking required, because every extra step gives your brain a reason to quit. Third, they lower the pressure. They don't say, "I need to finish everything." They say, "I'll just start." That tiny shift changes everything. Now here's the psychology behind this. Your brain is wired to avoid pain. Starting feels like pain, but continuing doesn't. So the trick is to make starting feel tiny, not scary, not heavy, just easy. Let me give you a real example. Two students sit down to study. Student A says, "I need to study for 2 hours." Brain says, "Nope." Student B says, "I'll just study for 3 minutes." Brain says, "Fine." Guess who ends up studying longer? Exactly. Top students don't win because they're smarter. They win because they start, even when they don't feel like it. So next time you don't feel motivated, don't wait. Don't overthink. Just start small. Because once you start, you're already ahead of everyone